Ayo, what is poppin' poppers? In today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at how I display my Funko Pops. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, so basically, the title is pretty much self-explanatory. We're just going to take a closer look at how I display my Funko Pops. I'll be giving out some tips and tricks on how to display your Funko Pops in your collection. I'll talk about how to display Pops with limited space. I'll talk about the best kinds of shelves to get. I'll go over everything. I'll also take a closer look at how I display my Funko Pops, and yeah. So basically I have 4 different shelves, probably 5 different sections. I have a bunch of Pops on my table behind this. I have a shelf up there, a shelf over there, shelf over there, a shelf behind me that's not normally there. I just moved it behind me so that way we can take a closer look at it afterwards. But basically, 2 of these shelves are actually, I made them myself with my dad. And the other 2 are bought in from Ikea, I think. I think Ikea. So all the links that I mentioned and all the products I mentioned in today's video, there will be a link in the description. Well, most of them, I can only find one of the shelves I actually bought on Ikea's website. I can't find the other one. So yeah, all the links I can find that I mentioned in today's video will be in the description below if you guys want to see them. And yeah, let's dive right into the video. So here's my first shelf. It goes straight down. It is 3 shelves tall, so it has 4 different squares, cubes, whatever you want to call it. I bought this shelf from Ikea. I think it was a long time ago. I don't even know how much it was. There will be a link in the description. It's actually one of the ones I found. It's on the screen right now. Honestly, this is probably my favorite shelf. Now, this shelf is definitely not for in-box collectors. It's more for out-of-box collectors. That's why I display them in my collection. Sorry if it's harder to see them in the back. That's why I have all my Pops out of box over here. Because if you can't really display them in box in this shelf. I mean, you could, but you can only get 4 in each cube, and that's just a waste of space. I just took off all these Pops just to to show you what I actually use. For these ones, for these different cubes, these 2 cubes right here, I use Funko Pop boxes stacked up on each other to display them. I'll show that in a second. But first, I'm just going to show off this. So basically, these are kind of displayer thingies that I made with my dad. Basically, you could put a Funko Pop here, Funko Pop here, Funko Pop here. It gives it levels. It's basically 3 different levels so that way you can display your Pops. I believe it's 3 inches tall, or actually 4 inches tall, and then 3 inches out, and then 4 inches tall, 3 inches out. So that way the Pop would actually fit there, because most Pops are 4 inches tall. I actually made this pretty easy, so it was 4 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 3 inches, and then we just nailed the boards together. So it wasn't that hard, it wasn't that complicated. Yeah, so it was a pretty easy craft to do, and it helped display my Funko Pops rather than using my boxes, which I'll actually show off in a second. This is actually a better method. This is what I start off by doing. But if you're not into crafts like this, I highly suggest doing this with your Funko Pop boxes, where you stack them up on each other. I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. So this is my my Chewbacca. I was gonna say my Chewbacca display. This is more of my Marvel, and I have a few Star Wars Pops here display. So we have Logan, Captain America, Spider-Man's, Iron Man's up there. So yeah, it's a lot of Marvel ones that I've picked up, but I'm using boxes for that. I'll show that in a second. I actually suggest using boxes if you're gonna want to do this kind of method to display your Pops. I suggest using boxes rather than doing this, because this is kind of complicated, I guess. I don't know. I pretended like I did something, but in reality, all that I did to help was hold the screwdriver and watch my dad do everything. So yeah, thanks Dad for making me this. It was a really long time ago though. Yeah, it was pretty easy, but it's pretty complicated. I don't know really. This is just a much more complex and easier way to do it. So I'll show this off right now. So here are the box. Wait, what is this? This is for the Creeper Pop. I don't know why that's here, but it is. Okay. So basically, this is how I display them. You're gonna need a total of 6 boxes. So 2 in the front on the side, 2 in the back on the side, and 2 in the back on the side. 2 on top of the ones in the back on their side as well. So they're all on their side. I've played around with these boxes, and I've tried fiddling and trying to figure out why is this here. I tried to figure out different ways to display them. This is the best method to just basically put them on their side like that. So once again, 2 in the front like this, 2 in the back like that, and 2 like that. I couldn't go any higher, but with your shelf you probably could. I don't know why there's a hole in the wall. I think there used to be a poster there. Also, this shelf had a little extra space when I put it up at the top, so I just display my 3 Rick and Morty chases up here. It fits perfectly. You can slide them in and out. It just fits perfectly up in there. So I got really lucky with that. But yeah, that's the first shelf. So here we have random Pops. I don't actually know. Most of these Pops are just really random, or I don't have any other characters from the series. We have 8-bit Pops, random Hank, random. Yeah, basically just a bunch of random Pops. Then over here we have Marvel and Star Wars, I guess. Yeah, Marvel and Star Wars. You guys have already seen that. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to Wolverine's head. It's twisted there. Then down here we have Fortnite and ad icons slash other ones. I don't know. That bottom line's kind of weird. But the rest are Fortnite and Conan O'Brien. You're not a part of Fortnite X Conan O'Brien coming soon. I don't know. I have other Fortnite pops, but they're currently in box. I'm using them for another video that will be coming on in the near future. And then down here we have random ones. First row is Gravity Falls. Then we have like random icons, Bob Ross, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran. Then in the back we have a bunch of cartoon characters. But yeah, that's the first shelf right there. I got this from Ikea. The link will be in the description below if you want to take a look at the shelf for yourself. So this shelf right here, I actually was homemade. The blue part is a part of the room. The white part is where the shelf starts. Basically, we took advantage of the blue part being there, and then we just added onto it from the back of it, and made a shelf. This is where my Rick and Morty pops actually used to be. They all used to be up here, but I found a much better spot for them. Actually, a majority of them used to be up here. I used to have like at least 10 or 15 on my desk, and I didn't really want them being by themselves, so I just wanted to put all of them together. But there was obviously a few that didn't fit there, so I decided to leave my chases here and my green box Rick and Morty ones, the original box, because they didn't really look good along with the other ones since the way they're displayed. But yeah, there's a lot of space here. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with this space, and we're gonna do it right now. So all my chase pops and random exclusives I don't want to take out of box are down here. So yeah, let's move them up there. I thought I fixed this. Alright, so I think I'm gonna start off with my chases first, and then we're gonna move on to my exclusives. So I just swapped these two around, the Shadow Heartless and the Predator, because the Predator is actually one of those pops that it's really heavy. It's really heavy. It's an 8-bit pop, so they're obviously gonna be much more heavier. So I didn't want to put it on top of the Shadow Heartless because if it's heavy, it's gonna like bring a lot of weight down in the box, and the Shadow Heartless box might get ruined, and I don't want that happening. Double Star-Lord chase. Thanks. I don't know if you guys probably don't watch my video, but I won that giveaway. I won giveaways. So these are all my random chases. I've only found one chase in a while, and that is a violet chase. All the rest are from people online, I guess. Yeah. I also found a Black Panther chase at Dave & Buster's, but I didn't pick it up. Yeah. So now let's put the exclusives up. PadTube, if you're watching, thanks, dude. This actually looks pretty cool up there. I think I'm gonna leave it there for a while. Hopefully I fill up this whole space with chases eventually. Hopefully I can move these Rick and Morty pops down to the rest of the Rick and Morty pops over there. I do have another chase, which will fill in that empty hole right there, but right now, it's broken. Alright, so then here's my other shelf. This shelf displays DC, Harry Potter, and video games. Basically got the shelf from Ikea. It fits perfectly. It perfectly fits a pop, so if let's just say you want to display just the pop itself in the front like that, this actually would be a good shelf for this. You could just display the pop like that in the front. You can have like 5 going down that way. It fits perfectly 4 or 5, I'm not exactly sure. But if you also want to display them in the back, like if you're an auto box collector and you want them in the back like that, and then you can have the characters in the front, that works as well. So I got the shelf from Ikea, I want to say like 4 years ago probably, before I started even pop collecting. I use it just for like other things. I didn't even display anything on it really. I just had like random stuff on it really. I couldn't find the actual link for the shelf on Ikea's website, so I don't know how. If you want the shelf, I don't have the link for it. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything on the back. Draco, what happened? Oh, Draco, what happened? So it does the same thing on the back. So I'm very sorry about that. I don't know where, like, what shelf this is called. It's from Ikea. So do what you want with that information. It's from Ikea. It's white, 2 levels. It comes with 3 different sections, and yeah. At first, this was like kind of lower down, and the middle section was really big. I had to unscrew it and make it perfectly so that way it would fit. So each section should have at least 5 holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be 5 holes if you want it to actually fit a pop if you have the shelf. But yeah, got the shelf from Ikea. It displays my DC, Harry Potter, and video games. I almost forgot. This isn't just all my video game pops. I also display some on my desk downstairs with my PC. And let's go take a look at that right now. Whoa. So here we are at my display, my PC. First of all, I display my Amiibos here. So a couple of my Amiibos, I have 3 in box upstairs, but here are my Amiibos down here. Bowser, Pikachu, Bowser Jr., Lucas, and Zero Suit Samus. Those are really cool. I display those on my desk because I thought it would look cool there. Okay, hopefully this helps. I turn my flash on. We have Ken down here, Ryu, GameStop exclusive, Ryu, Toys R Us exclusive. Then I have this light up box from EB Games that I bought. It basically lights it up purple, so I have the flash on right now, so you can't really see it except for like around the corners. It lights the whole desk up purple pretty much, like around it. It looks pretty cool, and I have Pikachu in there. And then I have an out-of-box Love Ranger. I have 2 Love Rangers. I got one for Christmas as an extra, and I couldn't return it because EB Games is bad. Yeah, it was a 7-day return policy, so oof. I didn't know that. I thought it was a 30-day or 60-day. But it's actually really cool, though. I keep it there on my desk. So yeah, that's how it displays a few of my pops. I have them on my desk. The light box thing is actually really cool, but it can be pretty pricey. I believe I got it for like $20. I mainly got it for my display on my desk. It looks really cool though, because it just like gives it my gaming I don't know. It looks cool. That's the main reason I got it. And Pikachu. There you go, Pikachu. Hopefully I can find Charmander and Bulbasaur. And then we also have my PC over there, but also, before I forget about these, I just have random pops on the ground. Those 6 in the middle are actually meant to be for a video. They all have different protectors, and I'm going to be doing a protector torture test video. So look out for that in the next couple of months. I've been procrastinating it for a very long time. And I also have my oversized pops like the Rick Ship, Mad Max Rick, and Hamster Ball, or Wrecking Ball, sorry. There just because. And I have 2 protectors there that are just like extra protectors if I need them ever. And I have this bag. I'm not the bag. I have a Scary Terry box. I don't know why that's there, but it is. Alright, so this is actually my biggest display, I would consider it. It contains my Rick and Morty pops, my Pets collection, my South Park collection, and my Walking Dead collection. So this display right here is actually a display that I made myself. So basically what he did is he got the dimensions of a pop and he put them there, and then he assembled the box, well the shelf, and then spray painted it black. It's actually a really good shelf. Now one thing I will say about black shelves, didn't mean to do that. Now, one thing I will say about black shelves rather than white shelves is that for some reason they get a little bit more dust on them than normal. Sorry, I can't speak today. I told you this. Yeah, they get a lot more dust than normal shelves. Like I dusted this probably like 4 days ago, and there's like dust all over the back. There's dust up here. Like it's all over the place. You probably can't see it. My camera's really bad. It's really bad with the black shelf with the dust. I have to dust this thing like every 4 days. I dusted this like 4 days ago, like I said, so I don't know how there's this much dust again. The white shelves, they don't really have too much dust. There is dust. I'm not going to say like it cancels out dust completely. There is still dust, but the black shelves can come with like a lot more dust. So if you're going to get a black shelf, beware that it's going to have a lot more dust than it normally would. Also, the shelf was a perfect fit for my Pez, so I decided to display my Pez here. So basically, once I got the shelf, I knew I was going to display my South Park pops. And I wanted to move my Walking Dead pops because I wanted to make space for my Rick and Morty pops. So I moved them on top of the shelf, which is actually a really good call by me. Basically, I have all my Walking Dead pops here. I stopped collecting these because the Walking Dead pops got really expensive because everyone in the show started dying off and those pops started to get really expensive. And there's way too many of them. And I decided to collect Rick and Morty pops since it was a show that had kind of cheaper pops and it wasn't as hard to collect. So I gave up on the Walking Dead, so bye. I still have them because I like the show a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, the Walking Dead's a really good show. There's a random bubble. Hold on. But yeah, this is where I display my Walking Dead pops. Looks pretty cool, and I like it like there. And then here is where I display my Rick and Morty pops. Basically, it's a normal desk. I have stuff inside the desk. It's a really messy desk. I'm probably gonna get rid of it. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of the desk probably, and then I'm just gonna get like 2 drawers at the bottom and a shelf that goes all the way up, hopefully to there, and it will contain all my Rick and Morty pops. Like I said, this is not all the Rick and Morty pops made. There's also 7 up there, and I'm missing 5. So yeah, there's that. But basically, I display all my pops here. This is my rotator and a battery. I don't know why the battery. Oh yeah, the battery's for the rotator. But yeah, here's all my Rick and Morty pops. I display them from the side. There actually is pops on the inside, as you can see on the side there. I have them in order, so this row I don't have in order. I have all the Pickle Ricks up here, and then a random Squanchy with rope that doesn't really fit in, and Tiny Rick that doesn't fit in really. Alien Rick, Alien Morty, Rick and Chair, Morty and Chair, Toxic Rick, Toxic Morty, Western Rick, Western Morty, so I have all the Mortys there. Ricks and Mortys that are exclusives. Then we have Weaponized Rick and Weaponized Morty. So this actually goes in order from here. It goes 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 178. So there's 2 snowballs. One's a common and one's the LACC version. So then we have 339, missing 340, which is Sentient Morty. I don't know how I'm missing that. I've always seen that in stores, never picked it up. Then we have Warrior Summer 341, 342. So you get the gist. I have them in order. But here's all my Rick and Morty pops. I really like the way this is displayed. So basically, I made this shelf myself, and I just use a basic desk from Ikea. It's like, I don't know, it's a desk. You pretty much type in desk, and I'm sure it'll show up right away. It's a small desk from Ikea, and yeah. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is if you don't want to actually make one of these yourself, you can order them off Michael's, which I highly suggest actually doing. They're pretty cheap. They go on sale once in a while from Michael's. They're called baseball bat displays, and they come with a piece of glass in the front, I believe. I'll put a link in the description to the baseball bat displays. I highly suggest getting those. They actually look really nice for your Funko Pops. I've seen people, they put LED lights around. Wait, that's a good idea. I need to put LED lights around this and around that. Okay, you know what? We'll say that for another video. Get it from Michael's. There will be a link in the description to a baseball bat display. Yeah, from there. Also, if you're an out-of-box collector, I have a few Pocket Pops over here. I don't know why I have those. I bought those like a really long time ago when I was first collecting. If you're an out-of-box collector, I basically leave all my boxes down here below my actual main shelf. Anyways, guys, that's been it for today's video. I don't think I missed anything in my collection. I don't believe so. Yeah, I showed off anywhere there was a Funko Pop. I showed it off pretty much. Let me know in the comment section below how many pops you have and how you display your pops. It would be pretty cool to see other people, like how other people display their pops. And make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment if you want to, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.